I'm inhabited by the Most High himself, descendants of the covenant. In our blood there is wealth. The wicked think they cold, but my words make them melt. Demons getting sliced in half, got a sword on my belt. Like utilities, y'all gon' pay for this energy. I'm in authority, ain't no restricting me, so I enter facilities. I'm war with no mask, I'm aiming at demons, they will remember me. My blade be so fast, they struggle to see it, I'm killing my enemies. I'm not talking humans, but these dark, wicked, spiritual entities. Yeah, since the beginning, y'all been offending me. We chill for centuries, devour the wicked, I gotta do it, see, that Abba permitted me. So praise to the Most High for infinity, cause that's who invented me. I slice stormers, wartime, where my boots need more time, so I could shoot that's chariots, not a coopy carrier. All in cahoots, anointed, they cannot touch us, pointless. So now we rushing on choices. The Most High, he gave us his voices.
Y'all, how y'all doing? Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad y'all stopped. You know, what's surprising and what's a beautiful thing is that both of y'all came up. Now, the Most High God of the Bible, God of the Israelites, this is what he thinks about both of y'all coming up. Right, exactly. Go ahead.
Sorry, what?
25 minutes.
Book of Sirach,
Yep.
chapter 25 and verse 1.
Come.
In three things I was beautified
Come.
and stood up beautiful, both before God and man.
Come. Go ahead.
The unity of brethren.
So that's one thing. Us all of us up here, the unity, us coming together, that's a beautiful thing in God's eyes. Not even just my eyes, but in God's eyes. Go ahead.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors, you know, us coming together, being able to celebrate, and like marriage, for example. Us being able to go to a ceremony and be like, you know, I know these two. You know, having that story and being able to say good praises about this person, good praise about that person. I'm happy they're coming together, and this is going to be a great household. Go ahead.
A man and a wife that agreed together.
Read that one. Say that last part one more time.
A man and a wife that agreed together.
Say that part one more time.
A man and a wife that agreed together.
A man and a wife that agreed together. So y'all two coming up here together, that's a beautiful thing in my eyes as well as the Most High eyes, most important. So now, my question for y'all is, as y'all two are coming up, y'all believe in the scriptures, believe in the Bible? Okay, excellent. Now, what do you know so far around the commandments?
We're giving to them.
Yes. And how important are they?
Very.
Very? Okay. What about you? Same thing? Okay. Now, let's get Deuteronomy 76. We're going to drop that. Deuteronomy 76. So that's an excellent answer. It's very important to us because if we keep the commandments, we'll receive life. But if we don't, we unfortunately receive death. But this is all part of our ancestors. Before they stopped keeping the commandments, God helped them out in every single situation, all the trials and tribulations. He helped them out. I'm a clear path for you. You're going to be safe. And then, as soon as the judge that God had sent to help them out in that situation, as soon as that judge went away, we just fell back into our wickedness. We fell back into our sin. We fell back into hating one another. We fell back into trying to sleep out with each other's wives. And this is a part of what got us into the state that we're in right now, being cursed. So we look at society. Right now, we're at the bottom of society, unfortunately. But this is because we forgot and did not keep His commandments. So in order for us to go from the bottom and going back to being at the top, we got to do exactly. Let's give the brother a round of applause. Hallelujah. Yes, exactly. So let's read that a little bit. So when we keep His commandments, what does God think about this? Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Yep.
For thou art an holy people.
Done. So holy and means separate. Holy, set apart, like you have, like that shirt. You got the embroidery shirt, and it's pretty nice. You got the red, the highlight colors. That may be your favorite shirt. You set it apart. You set it, make it to where it's a special occasion. So you have a favorite shirt. You have a special shirt that you set apart. We're like that to God. It's special. We're set apart, above. But don't listen to me. Listen to what God says. Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
So, choice. When you think about choice, you got, let's say, red and blue. And you choose, which color would you choose? So, an example. Red and blue, which color would you choose? Blue. Now, when you choose the blue, what happens to the red? That means you didn't choose the red at all. It just kind of is left there. So God, he chose us. Go ahead.
Above all people,
Oh, did you hear that last part? Above all people. Go ahead.
above all people
Mhm.
that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. No, now this is still a condition. We're only above all people if we go back to our heritage. Go back to understanding we're not black. Have you ever watched That's So Raven? Did you ever hear about in the news where she's like, I'm not black?
Right.
Yes. Right. She's right. She's not black. We're not black. Because if we go throughout these scriptures, God doesn't say African American, he doesn't say Asian, he doesn't say Jamaican, he says Israelites. All throughout from the beginning to the end, he says Israelites. His favorite is chosen, but it's all conditional. We're only his favorite and above all people if we, as the brother was saying, if we keep his commandments. So what's a commandment that we can keep? That we can reverse? Have you ever heard of generational curses? Yes. So we're under, right now, we're a cursed generation. Kind of it all rewind, it's all a repetitive cycle. We're cursed because we don't keep his commandments. But to reverse it, we got to keep his commandments. So, what's a commandment? Let's get that. We'll go to number 15. So, any commandments that come up? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Now, let's get one more. So, is there something that you notice that we may have up here that we'll have to start to include within our wardrobe? Color. Color's okay.
Wool. You're not supposed to wear fabric, something like that.
Wool is good. Be close, very close. So it is these fringes right here at the bottom, and it's got also those are the alternative. So you got these fringes, and then those are also seasons. So they do the same thing. It's got a border of blue. And what's the reasoning behind that? Go ahead. It's something very small, but something very small can make a huge difference. Go ahead.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make
the children of Israel. Y'all too. Go ahead.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders.
Real quick, I also want to reiterate. Anytime you read these scriptures, anytime you see Israel, place yourself within those scriptures, because the children of Israel, that's us. This Bible is a history book. It's talking about us, it's for us, and it's written by us as well. So anytime you read these scriptures, Israel, God's chosen people, make sure you're envisioning yourself in that as well. Go ahead.
Speak unto the children of Israel
and
bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So fringes, right here, throughout their generations. So from the beginning all the way until we have children, they have children, throughout the generations, all the time. Go ahead.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Yep. Right here, border, a ribbon of blue. Go ahead.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe. They may look upon it and remember.
Right. That's the key thing. So the fringes is to keep us down the stable path, to keep us from lashing out, to keep us from not doing the wrong thing, to keep us doing the right thing. So I can look down. Also, I can look down at my fringes. I may be having a rough day. Looking down, hey, you know what? I may be having a rough day, but hey, God chose me. He said I'm above all people that's upon the face of this earth. If it just starts with one thing, keeping these fringes. I'm the greatest person on this earth. Okay. Now I'm not so down. You know, change your mood a little bit. Go ahead.
Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So this is for us to look upon, so we can remember all the commandments. So one more commandment before I let y'all go. We'll get Leviticus 11 seconds. So how do y'all have a favorite food?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Excellent choice. What about you? Pizza. Okay. Nice. What kind? Pepperoni. Okay. Dang. I may have some good news and bad news for you.
Cheese and meat together.
That's good. But Okay, before I ask you the second question, if God says to do something, would you do it? Okay, excellent. All right, now Leviticus 11 verse 7. Go ahead.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Now remember, there's conditions. We're only set apart if we're keeping God's commandments. Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Yep.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
One more time.
And the swine.
And the swine, the pig, the pork. Go ahead.
Though he divide the hoof
Mm-hmm.
and be cloven-footed,
Yep.
yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right. So that's just saying it chews whatever it is. Let's say grass. It chews it up. It just swallows it. It doesn't bring it up to its other stomach like the cow or the goat. It just chews it up. Everything the pig eats, it's unfortunately the pig is probably the most disgusting animal that you can come across because you can cook the pig. Was that?
They don't digest properly. Like, they hold all the stuff in there.
Yes, exactly. And that's where all the parasites and worms come from. You can cook the pig 1,000 degrees, burn it up, but the parasites that's in the pig, they're still alive. But that's where, okay, maybe God knows what he's talking about. Maybe he's right. Don't touch the pig after all. Go ahead.
And be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Mm-hmm.
He is unclean to you.
Right. So God is just telling us the pepperoni, the ham hocks, the bacon, that's unclean to us. It's just saying don't eat it at all, but now there's alternatives. God, he wouldn't put us in the position to fail. So because he wouldn't put us in the position to fail, there's always alternatives. You have turkey bacon, you have turkey pepperoni, beef bacon, beef pepperoni. There's always alternatives. Just the pig, that's the most, actually, a little bit more. Go ahead. It's so unclean. Go ahead.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat.
No.
Just, verse 8.
Yep.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Yep. It's so unclean. God is saying, even if you see it in the wrapper at the store, don't even touch it. Go ahead.
They are unclean to you.
And he's reiterating, it's unclean, and then it's unclean again. So like your parents, if they tell you, don't follow your friends, if they jump off of a bridge, and they say, don't follow your friends. They tell you it one more time before you go out the door. Don't follow your friends if they're doing something stupid. And then they call you again. Make sure you're not following those friends that's usually doing something stupid. And then we still, they said it 3 different times. They gave us so many warnings, and then we still do it. Well, whatever happens after that, that's on you. You go to the hospital, I gave you the warning. This is what God is saying. He gave us 1 warning, 2 warnings, 3 warnings. So the pig, that's how unclean it is to us. First Peter 2:9. All the way to where now we understand who we are, we understand where we're going, and then we can get back to being that nation in rightful rulership, the nation of kings and priests. Go ahead.
Excellent. What tribe is from?
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood.
A chosen generation, a royal priesthood. This is how special we are. Before, we were a chosen generation. We're a royal priesthood, a nation of kings and priests. Now, we're not necessarily moving like that, but we can get back to being a nation of kings and priests. Just going back to one commandment. One commandment. What we Yep. And then what about the dietary? Yes. What about the dietary? Dietary, like what we can and can't eat.
Pork.
Yes.
No crustaceans.
Yes. All praises. Let's give them a round of applause. We appreciate y'all's time. Y'all live in West Palm? Fort Lauderdale? Oh, okay. There's a number on the back. Use that number. We have a school in Fort Lauderdale, a school in Miami-Dade, as well as Port St. Lucie. So we'd love to see y'all there, and us coming together. That's a part of what's going to get us out of this. Oh yeah. God, yes. We appreciate y'all's time. Use the numbers on the back, and hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Ayo, my rhymes like the book of Psalms written with a biggie flow. Life after death, I'm starting to think that I've been here before. All these colors on this Coogee sweater just like Joseph Cole. Cursing symbolical shit, I'm a walking miracle. I be prayed up cause my ops not physical. But devil, get up on me, what you think I keep this pistol for? Wrestling with the flesh off the ropes, Rey Mysterio. Feeling just like Jacob with the angel and the figure 4. Leg lock, headshot, either that or jail block. Made me question life like damn, Yahawah, what do hell got? All these